Intuition versus anxiety. I know that this is something that I have definitely personally struggled with, right? This idea of, is this my intuition telling me something, or is this my anxiety really amping up? Is this something that I listen to, or is this just, anxious thoughts that are swirling in my head? And discerning the difference between the two can be challenging at times, at least for me. And I was talking to a friend about this, and she shared with me this practice. So today is going to be a little different. We aren't going to do any tapping per se, but we are going to go through this exercise. So, when you are feeling really anxious and overwhelmed, where do you feel that in your body? And you can write that down. Where do you physically feel it in your body? Do you feel like a pit in your stomach? Do you feel, tension in your chest? What does it feel like when you feel that anxiousness in your body? And if you were to close your eyes and think of what this anxiousness looked like, if you had to draw a picture of it, what would it look like? Well, the first time I walked through this exercise, I had this picture in my mind of scribble scrabble. Like the anxiety is just like chaotic scribble scrabble. Notice if there's any particular colors that come to mind. When I did it, it was just black and gray scribble scrabble, and I felt it in my chest. And if you had to put a voice to this anxiety, what would the voice sound like? Would it be your voice yelling at you? Is it the voice of, I don't know, a family member? What voice comes to mind? Okay, so we want to know where we feel it in our body, what it would look like if we had to draw a picture of it, and what the voice, if you had to, animate it and make it speak, what would the voice sound like? And now, when you feel like you're in alignment with your intuition, what does that feel like in your body? For me, I just feel a knowing in my heart. Now, I also had said that my anxiety, I feel that in my chest. So you need to be very specific with this. And this is from my friend who shared this with me, right? So you need to be very specific. So when I said, oh, well, I feel it in my heart, she's like, okay, well, your heart is in your chest. So when you visually look at that, what does that look like? And so for me, it's like my heart is glowing and a beautiful golden light, and the anxiety is like scribble scrabble around it, but the heart is separate. So being very specific if you feel things in the same area, right? Ideally, it would be you feel physical sensation of feeling your knowing and your truth. Maybe you feel that in your gut, right? You got that gut feeling. So ideally, it's in a different physical location. Okay, and again, with the intuition, if you could draw a picture of it, what would it look like? So as I just said, mine is like golden, beautiful light around my heart. And if there was a voice, what does that voice sound like? And for me, that's just me speaking very calmly and clearly and a sense of knowing. So when you have these two very distinct differences of what intuition looks like and feels like and sounds like in your body versus what anxiety looks like, feels like, and sounds like in your body, then when you're put into a situation where you are having something happen and you're thinking, oh, is this my intuition? Is this my anxiety? I don't know. I'm feeling overwhelmed, right? We get all up in the thoughts and all of that. Take a minute, take a nice deep breath, let it go, and really close your eyes and sink in. And where am I feeling this, whatever the thing is that's coming up that you're questioning, whether it's anxiety or if it's intuition? Where do I feel it in my body when I say this? What does it sound like when I say it? What does the picture look like? And I have found this very simple, quick exercise to be extremely helpful. It has helped me to really discern the difference between the anxiety and the intuition, and learning to trust myself more, and learning to really listen to my body. Just another way of cultivating that relationship between the mind and the body, like we talk about with tapping a lot. So I hope that that helps you. It is something that I like to share with my clients as well, because it has been so helpful for me. And I'd love to hear in the comments, if you move through that exercise, what you notice, or what you have experienced as you implement it in your life. And as always, if you need additional support, I am here. Reach out, mindshiftwithlauren.com, and I am sending all the love your way. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys.